This next question is a follow-up on that. It comes from Chris Freed of Philadelphia. And he says it's been a long-term policy of Berkshire to not sell or close any ongoing subsidiaries as long as their business prospects weren't a money hole. Over the last year, he points out the sale of Berkshire Hathaway Media and then Charlie's comments from that interview saying that several small Berkshire subsidiaries will not be opening when the coronavirus lockdown is lifted. So should shareholders assume that Berkshire has now changed its long-term policy in regards to keeping underperforming subsidiaries around?
I think that policy was spelled out for maybe 30 years or so in an addendum to in the annual report that we have said that if a company or if an operation, we think its prospects are that it will continually lose money in the future, that we will certainly we'll try to sell it to somebody else, but one way or another we will not continue to hold it. And that is not a new policy, and it's not been changed. You can say, in effect, we did that with the airline industry to some extent. If we owned all of an airline now, it would be a tough decision to decide whether to sustain billions of dollars in operating losses when you know, A, you don't know how long it's going to happen or occur, and secondly, you know that it's very likely that there'll be too many planes around. And we know what happens in airline pricing when load factors go down and there's an oversupply of airline seats. So, you know, we didn't have to make that decision in terms of our own operation on it, but we did make a decision that's a very tough management decision to make. And the government, of course, well, they've had the first wave of financing for the airlines, but to the airlines' credit, they have very aggressively raised money. I mean, it's amazing to me what a good job they've done of that. And in the case of, I think in the case of two of them, but there may be more coming, they've raised equity money too. I mean, they are saying to the debt holders and investors, you know, you've got to put more money into this business if we're going to be able to continue. And the government's done it, and private sources have done it, and it's exactly the right thing for the managements to be doing. But you know, whether it makes sense, we'll find out for the investors.